Sharon Sharp. There goes the neighborhood.
It's so good loving somebody that somebody loves you back. To be loved and be loved in return, it's the only thing that my heart desires. Just appreciate the little things I do. Oh, you're the one.
Hi, I'm Sharon Sharp Williams, and this is Wow Natchez, and today we're here with Jack Kelly. Jack, are you from Natchez?
Yes, actually. I came back after 32 years, but I grew up here.
Okay, great. Well, we are just amazed with your adorable house, which is downtown Natchez.
Well, thank you, darling.
And how long have you had this?
I came back in 96 and I bought it 6 months later at 23 years.
Wow.
23 years.
Well, it's really neat.
Stable coming into the play here.
Right. Okay, growing up in Natchez, did you like that experience?
I loved it. I loved it.
Okay. Who were the biggest influences in your life? Who's molded you into the colorful personality that you have today?
Oh, let's establish that. Say it again.
Colorful.
Okay.
Anybody that knows Jack knows that you are so much fun to be around.
There were a lot of characters in Natchez. There were. My parents had fun friends. I had fun friends. My sisters, I had 2 big sisters. And I tell you what, my oldest sister, I sort of patterned myself out of everything they did. And they were the class of 58 and they were rock and rollers. And yeah, I liked them.
Okay. All right. Well, to the young people today out there, what would be your best advice to them?
Oh, I would take advice from them. I think they're on the move,
Oh.
and I'm all for them. I am not worried about leaving this world anymore because I think the millennials rock.
Well, that
Okay,
is
now
awesome.
if I had some advice for them, I'd ask them to tell me what to do, you know?
Right.
But I would have advice for younger women, and I would say, trust yourself, you're okay just the way you are, and don't let them hoodwink you on anything. But
Right.
no. I mean, that's really my take on the millennials.
Okay.
I mean, are you watching them?
Well, that is refreshing.
Yeah, well, I feel good about it.
Well, great. Well, did you happen to have a favorite movie over the years?
Stalag 17,
Okay.
William Holden. It was way back, way back. Yeah, I saw it probably 3 or 4 times at the Baker Grand.
Right.
And then I liked the Tarzan movies, but those with intensity. Moving on up to Elmer Gantry when I was a senior. I mean, intensity. You know, I could go on. I love the movies.
Well, good. Well, speaking of movies, Natchez just got a new drive-in movie theater.
Oh,
Have
is
you
that
been?
hot? I haven't been. I'm going.
I haven't been yet either, but I've heard all about it.
I'm sorry I missed. What's the one with Judy Garland?
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the movie? Over the Rainbow? It doesn't matter. But I wanted it to be fun to go out there and see something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, and it's a little bit of old coming new, you know.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
about
drive-in movies were the thing when I was a kid.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so it's really neat to see them make a comeback.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well.
Guess who's doing it?
Who?
Millennials.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, on another note, let's see. Living in Natchez and growing up here, what have been some of the qualities of Natchez that you love?
Atmosphere. I mean, and that came with the package. But they have added that bluff walk, and it looks to me like something you'd see in France. I mean, it's really enhanced, and it's been racially good too. Because I see, you never saw black people where the white people were, and vice versa. And now you go down there, and it looks like we got it going on racially harmonizing here.
Right.
And let's see, Under the Hill was a no-no when I left Natchez and got married in the 60s.
Now, why was that?
That was a trashy place to be, and a scary place to be. And it was literally a no-no. So coming back, it was rocking and rolling. And let me tell you how happy I was to be home and didn't know. But I went on a Sunday. We moved back in on a weekend, and 2 or 3 people said, you need to go to the Under the Hill Saloon. So I did on a Sunday afternoon. And I walked in. And there was this band playing, black blues musicians. I now know it's YZ and keyboard, Daryl's sister. What's her name?
Daryl's sister.
Oh, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, they were playing blues now. And I had lived in, I've been gone 32 years, and I've lived in a lot of places. Live blues is not just available. And it was like, in that crowd, there were old people, and there were young people, and there were straight people, and there were gay people. And they looked like some wealthy people and some off the street, watch out for your pocketbook, in that room that night. And I said, where did I stay away from here so long? Wow. Oh yes, there were changes, and that was really recognizable to me. And there were houses that had gone to ruin, but ones that had been in ruin that had been repaired.
Right.
You know, it was in now 23 years later, a lot of those that needed repair have been. And a lot of people have come here and kicked up the jam.
Right. Well, speaking of jam, don't you play an instrument?
I do. I can't help myself because the boys send me. I play a scrub board. It has an official name called a frottoir.
Okay. Well, that's
You've seen it.
I'm
You've
learning
seen
something
it.
today. I've seen you. You're great, but
Well,
I didn't know
thank
it was
you.
an official
Thank
name.
you.
Okay.
I have found this out because I'm in the middle of the 70s. I don't need to do it anymore. Sometimes, it lives in my car, so I always have it with me. But I used to have to do it. First of all, I needed some recognition. Then I got it, and it was lovely. And then I got better.
Right.
But now, I just love music so much. And if I feel like I can add to it, I do. But that's not always the case. And it's been great. I played in a reggae band. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I did. I
Oh.
did. You talk about some kind of fun when you were a little old white lady
Well, that
with
is
some
fun.
Rastafarians. It was
Yes.
cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. It's called Henry Turner Jr. in Flavor. It's the Baton Rouge.
Wow, that is so interesting. Well, that leads me to my next question, is if you had one word to describe yourself, what would that be?
Determined. That's just one. I could probably keep going because I've made a study of myself.
Well,
Why did you do that? What do you think of that? I don't know what I think of that. You do think this? Okay. And,
right.
yeah, determined. And then if you scratch it a little more, you could call me fun because it drives me. And and I'm old enough, you can do this kind of stuff.
Right.
If I don't want to do it, I don't have to.
Right.
But if it's not fun, I'm not going to.
Right. You learn to say no.
Yes.
Other things you don't
Right.
do.
Right.
Right. Well, you are, since I've known you, you're one of the most optimistic people,
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. My
nice.
mother was an optimist, an eternal one. So if I got just a snit of it, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Well, we're trying to do this Wow Natchez to promote Natchez and to let tourists, people that have never visited here, be able to see what Natchez offers and is all about. So to the people that have never been here before, what are the things that you feel that they must get here and see?
Good question. That would take me a little time. Maybe not see, because I think the word is experience. They need to experience it. And it's a catch as catch can sometimes, because there can be a throw together party out of the clear blue because of the kind of characters or conditions, whatever.
Right.
So
Yes.
yeah, I've seen all kinds come here. And there'll be people that can't stand it if they don't move here, and they move here, and they come with great expectations, and they're disappointed, and they want to go away. And others just came because they loved it and wanted to be here and are happy
Right.
because they accepted it on its terms. Natchez is unique.
It is unique.
And I would say, if you're coming in here, give it a chance. You know, it is. We don't have a gap. We don't want a gap. We don't have a Pier 1, but we have just about anything you need. And if we're not far from where you could get it.
Right.
Did that answer your question?
It really does, it does. And back to the walking trails downtown that you were talking about. I mean, that is where, we're so blessed that those of us that live here, to have that to go exercise. We've got
Right.
4 hills to do, I mean, incorporate. We get to walk the whole time overlooking the Mississippi River.
Right.
And
Right.
people
Right.
can walk their
Sharon.
animals, I mean, everything. So it's
Yeah.
very nice. Well, it has been so much fun talking with you today.
I've totally enjoyed it.
And I mean, do you want to tell us a little bit about your house? I mean, like how you chose this one when you moved back, and
Sure. I was looking at a lot of houses around town, and all the ones I liked that were comparable to this were a lot more. And it's just one of those at the right time at the right place.
stay tuned, because now we will follow this interview with a tour of Jack's lovely home that's situated downtown in historic Natchez.
All right, so obviously this is the hallway.
Okay.
It isn't different from most whatever. All right, this was 2 rooms when I moved in it, and I had this arch cut.
Oh,
And
I
it
love
has
that.
made all the difference in the world. As you can see, it's open.
It really opened it up.
Right. And I'm a big believer in that kind of thing. This isn't the house, but it's just my idea of putting 2 tables together to get that one
Long
fun
table
kind of
where
thing.
everybody can fit.
Okay, and since we're here, this is the kitchen that is going to be renovated
Okay.
soon, baboon. But anyway, I had these French doors cut here.
Oh, love it.
So we go out into the back.
Oh,
My little
gosh.
Shangri-La.
I feel like I'm just in a
Anyway, yeah, but this went in stages, but it's made me very happy, and it is a courtyard.
so
And it is like got some New Orleans in it, doesn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Truly. And that, I had that mural drawn because I was spending all my money on the house and didn't think I'd get back to the islands ever again.
Right.
So had to have something kick up the chin that way. What do you think?
That is perfect.
And this is an iron gazebo, which is a tribute to my parents. So every time somebody dies, a dog or a person, I put some kind of memorabilia on it.
Okay.
Kind of cool. Okay, and going in the house.